Ah, thank you. Thank you so much. I did not listen to that presidential address on the 25th anniversary of democratic dispensation in Nigeria. I didn't listen to it. Well, I've read it. I've read it. I mean, the text has been published in many. Well, I couldn't listen to it because there was not even one of the dividends of democracy. Electricity wasn't really supplied to my neighborhood. In fact, there's not been electricity in my neighborhood in the last 5 days. So, and I'm not too, and I didn't also have the resources to buy fuel to power the generator. I mean, I wouldn't do that because I want to listen to an address I could read in many social media afterwards. Well, there was Democracy Day, but there were no Democrats. I not too sure it is correct to say we have democracy in Nigeria. We have civil society, I mean civil rule. That is to say, civilians are in power, but I have not seen anything fundamentally different between when we had military regime. We still have people being abducted by the police and the army. We know of, we still see attempt to gag free speech. We know of that with that journalist abducted and kept in the incommunicado for days by the army. Engineered by somebody in power. I mean, it reminds you of Omeka days of during Abacha, when people who are opposed or were deemed to have annoyed somebody in power, simply picked up and then locked up, tortured. That can't be right. And I'm sure the president himself must be embarrassed if he learned that in Ibadan, Makola area. Protesters just barely with placards expressing their anguish about no food, no job, use. And then you saw a commissioner of police who should be ashamed of himself rounding up and arresting them. Yet the, the president was busy in his speech, which I later read, that democracy goes beyond just voting at election, periodic election. It's a way of life, decent, different perspectives to issues, protest, peaceful protest for that matter. And we saw it. Those guys were simply just carrying out, with placards on it written, and the guy came in high locks. Even policemen that were of ranks, the junior officers were there. They didn't touch them because those guys didn't constitute any security problem to the environment or to the immediate society there. Only for this guy to come in bravado. I don't know who Amzat, the commissioner of police in Oyo State, was trying to impress. He came in hillocks and he will berated the policemen that why they were there and that people were protesting. When did civilians protesting become an offense under our laws? Yes, we're supposed to be in a democracy. There we have we have democracy there, but even then, there are no democrats in Nigeria. Everybody, there's so much impunity going on. Most people in power, and they treat us with contempt, free speech. That's the. Let's ignore the economic situation. We're even talking about what makes us to be human, free citizens, ability to express our views about government and governance process. We are not even going to be allowed to do that. No, 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 no. I don't agree with that. Democracies in Nigeria, because there are no Democrats. People in power are no Democrats because they didn't even come in. They didn't even ascend. I mean, ascend their power base on the free and fair elections. No, no. I mean, we know how many of them got into power. And no one can tell me, even the last elections, I mean, the 2003, 2023 elections were free. We saw people who couldn't even take part in primaries. I mean, being in the National Assembly, they didn't take part in the primaries of their party. And we have courts that have been roundly, roundly compromised. So a lot of people will do things to win because they know that they could go to court. Precisely that how they will tell you go to court because they wait for you there. I mean, well, just let's leave this matter. Let's leave it alone and move on to something more serious. Thank you.